Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be doing a tarot reading for Jameson family deaths. But before I begin, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so that you'll get notified on my next upload. I'm uploading a new video every week and I'm offering a free tarot reading for all of my subscribers. So if you would like to have your reading with me, you can just send a message to my email or a direct message to my Instagram. All of the details will be in the description box below. The Jameson family deaths occurred on or after October 8, 2009, when the Jameson family of Eufaula, Oklahoma, United States, Bobby Jamison, his wife Sherilynn, and daughter Madyson mysteriously disappeared. The family was reportedly considering the purchase of a 40-acre plot of land near Red Oak, about 30 miles from Eufaula, at the time that they vanished. Their suspected remains were found in November 2013 and positively identified by the Oklahoma Medical Examiner on July 3, 2014. No cause of death was determined, and the circumstances surrounding their disappearance remain unknown. The initial investigation into the Jameson family's disappearance indicated that they had probably not vanished of their own accord. The family's pickup truck was found abandoned in Latimer County, Oklahoma, a short distance south of Kinta, a few days after their disappearance. The Jamisons' bodies were not found, but their malnourished dog, Maisie, was still in the truck. Also discovered were the family's ID cards, wallets, mobile phones, a GPS system, and about $32,000 in cash. The Jamisons were not known for carrying large amounts of cash with them. Footage from the family's home surveillance system, time-stamped the day they left their house, showed the couple making several silent trips between their vehicle and home as they methodically packed to leave. In the footage, the couple's movements were described as trance-like. The video also shows Sherilynn place a brown briefcase in the vehicle, and former Sheriff Beauchamp remarked that he believed the briefcase could be an important clue. Indeed, both the briefcase and Sherilynn's handgun have never been recovered. Alright, so let's just start with the reading. Alright, so from the first deck we have the Judgment, Five of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Son of Pentacles, and the Hangman. Alright, let's start with the Judgment card here. I feel like this card shows us that they were walking away from their car, probably wanted to go somewhere nearby to do something or to check something out, but it was not that far from the car and it shouldn't take that long, which was why they left the dog in the car. Now, the Five of Swords underneath the Judgment here shows struggle, which means that after they went out from the car, not long after that, something happened and it caused them to not be able to return back to their car. Now, the Two of Pentacles here, this shows us that they met someone. It could also be a group of people. Now the Three of Pentacles here, this is about them walking together further into the wilderness. Now the Five of Pentacles here, for me this card shows that whoever was after them didn't know about the money that they had in the car. Now moving on to the aces here, we have Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Wands. So Ace of Pentacles represents their initial intention. I feel like they were looking for something when they got out of the car or they needed to do something. And then the Ace of Wands here represents that something else was going on or something else caught their attention. Now under the Ace of Wands here we have Son of Pentacles, and I feel that this is the father's energy, and this shows us that the father was the first to notice what happened. or what was going on. And this card gives me a sense of hopelessness, so I feel like this is how the father felt. Now the Hangman here, this shows us that they were trapped. They were kept somewhere for a while. I don't think that they were killed right away. But let's just get more cards to get more insight about this case. Alright, so from the second deck, we have the World, Ten of Wands, Page of Chalices, Four of Swords, the Empress, the Sun, Ten of Swords, the Devil, and King of Wands. Let's start with the World card here. I feel like this card is showing us that they were sucked into something. So the middle here is like a black hole, and it's just like an unknown place or an unknown situation, and they were all sucked into it. So I feel like they didn't intentionally meeting this person, so they crossed each other's path accidentally, and because of that, I would say that it could be something illegal that they witnessed or something quite significant. They were stuck in this complicated situation. Now, moving on to the Four of Swords here, I feel like this shows confusion, like they didn't know where they were or what to do. This could also mean that they were not in their right mind at that moment. But then again, I don't feel like it was the reason of their deaths. Now we see here that we have two tens, and it's the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords. So both of these cards show that they were moved or brought somewhere. So here's what I think happened. I think that they were brought somewhere by the person or by the people who they stumbled upon. Then they were brought back to the initial place for some reason, or that they were moved twice from where they initially met. Although at this point I'm not sure what was the reason behind all of these moves. Now we have another male's energy, which is represented by the King of Wands, and I feel like this is the killer's energy. And the Devil card here, this makes me think that he killed them in the woods, where they then found their remains. I had a bit of vision about a blood splatter, and I sensed that their wounds were around the back of their heads. So I only could speculate that their cause of death was either a gunshot wound or a blunt force trauma. Now we have another person's energy, and it's the Page of Chalices. For me, this is sadly Madyson's energy. And what I picked up here is that I feel like she was the last to go. Because of the chalices here, this shows that she was very emotional. First, I feel like she was in fear, and the more it went on, the more negative feelings she felt. Now, the Empress here, I feel like this is the mom's energy, and I feel like she was the first to go. Now the Sun card here, the message that I get from this card is that they were kept away for some time, weeks or months at least, before they were brought back to the woods and were killed there. Now, it could be that they were able to convince whoever got them that they would stay quiet and that they planned to live by themselves, and that they were not going to tell anybody about what happened. They would also give them money as an exchange for their lives. So I feel like they probably were able to convince the other person to let them go. So that's why they were brought back to where they were found. to find their vehicle and get the money. But then when they got there, their car was not there anymore and they couldn't find it. So the other person thought that they lied, and it triggered the rest of the story. Now the first shadow card here, we have the Hermit, and this shows that they like solitude. They felt like being around a lot of people overstimulated them, and that's why they chose to move and be with themselves. Now the second shadow card is the High Priestess, and I feel like this card shows us that they left some trails behind when they left their car, so that they would be able to know their way back. So I don't think that they got lost and didn't know their way back to the car, but they couldn't go back to the car because they were in a complicated situation afterward. Another message from this card is that the mom was highly sensitive with the energy around her, but that didn't make her a crazy person. I mean, just because they liked being in solitude or sometimes acted weird, that didn't mean that they were onto something. Now the oracle cards that we have are Victory, Clear Your Space, and Take Back Your Power. Now with the Victory card here, I feel like they were happy to follow their decision and they felt like it was what was best for them. And the Clear Your Space here shows that they were trying to find a place where they could be peaceful. And Take Back Your Power here shows that they didn't go down without a fight. Even after being sucked into a complicated situation, they didn't give up. I feel like they tried their best, under the circumstances of course, to get out of that situation. But unfortunately, they didn't make it. Alright, so that's all the reading for the Jameson family deaths. And once again, I would like to remind you that this is for entertainment purpose only, so I don't mean to offend anybody. I would like to hear your thoughts about this case too, so please share it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next Unsolved Cases reading.